Hello, everyone. Today we are talking about the most common greetings in English, the greetings that are used by native English speakers in everyday conversation, greetings that are really used. The most common of which, as you've probably already guessed, is to say hello. The way that the word hello is said has a big impact on how it is perceived, how it is understood by the person who is being spoken to. For example, if I were interacting with someone who I had just met, I might say hello, while if I was interacting with someone who I know and who I'm happy to see, I might say it in a different way. For example, hello, or hello, or hello. The meaning conveyed by the word hello varies a lot depending on how it's said. The second most common greeting is a short form of hello, hi. Hi. If I was to say someone's name, for example, I might say, hi, John. John, hi. And an even more informal way of saying hello and hi is to say, hey. For example, I might say, hey, John. Hey, John. John, hey. A more formal greeting, but also a greeting that's very common, especially in the morning, is to say, good morning. So, for example, good morning, John. John, good morning. Hey, John, good morning. Hi, John. Good morning. How's it going, John? John, how's it going? Good morning, John. How's it going? Hello, John. How's it going? How's it going, John? How are things going is essentially the exact same statement as how's it going. But people say both, so I'll give you an example. John, hello. How are things going? How are things going? What's new? What's new is something that you would only say to someone who you know because it implies that they're going to tell you about things that have changed. Maybe you haven't seen someone for a little while or for a long time and you want to catch up, you want to have a conversation about what's been happening since the last time that you saw them. You might say, what's new? What's new? What's new? John, what's new? Hey, John, what's new? Hello, John, what's new? What's up is a even more informal way of saying what's new. It has nothing to do with up. We are not going to look up. Nothing is up. Up is basically a way of saying what's new, what is happening. What's up? John, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hello. John, what's up? It's informal and it is only said to people who you are familiar with. What's going on is a little bit more formal than what's up, although still pretty informal. And again, generally speaking, it's only said to people who you know. John, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Notice that in that statement, I made the word going a bit more informal by dropping the G. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Or I could say, hey, what's going on? It's not usually said with hello. It's usually said with hey or alone. What's going on, John? It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you is only said to people who you don't know. Hopefully you don't know them or you haven't met them before. Otherwise, they're probably going to correct you on that. It's something that you should be careful saying, because if you have met the person before, they might be thinking, why don't you remember me? Or be offended. So if you're sure that you've never met this person before, you can say, it's nice to meet you. For example, hello, it's nice to meet you. Hi, it's nice to meet you. Hi, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Oftentimes, it's nice to meet you is said in response to someone else's greeting. For instance, if someone was to greet me and introduce themselves, they might say, hi, my name's Bill, and in response, I might tell them my name or not, and perhaps we're shaking hands, and I would say, it's nice to meet you. It's great to see you is a more positive way to say that, well, to say hello back to somebody or to say hello to somebody who you know. So this is said to someone who you're familiar with. It's great to see you. You could say it seeing somebody who you are excited to see. You could say it in response to their greeting. For instance, John, it's great to see you. It's great to see you, John. Hey, John, it's great to see you. Good afternoon is a formal greeting. Good morning is a much more common thing to say to people. People say good morning a lot. It's a common greeting, especially in the mornings. It's a positive greeting. People are expecting that greeting. Good afternoon is said less, but it still can be said. It just has to be the afternoon, so after 12 o'clock, after 12 noon, but before the nighttime. You could say to someone, good afternoon. Good afternoon, John. John, good afternoon. It's something that I might say to a person I work with or maybe my boss. I want to say something and I want to sound professional. I'm interacting with someone. Good afternoon. Good evening is even less commonly said than good afternoon. It is a formal way of greeting someone else. Good evening. Good evening, John. Good evening. Look who it is. Look who it is sort of similar to saying, it's great to see you. It is something that you would say to someone who you know, only to someone who you know, and often when you're excited to see them again. John, look who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is. It's a pleasure to meet you is something that you would say to someone else who you've just met and who you are excited about having met. Perhaps it's someone who has a position of power or authority in the company that you work for. Perhaps it's someone that you have wanted to meet for a long time. Perhaps it's someone that you have heard a lot about from other people. You are genuinely excited to meet them. It's a pleasure to meet you. John, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. How's life? How's life is an informal way of talking to someone who you know. This is somebody who you've spoken to before, you know something about, and you're looking to catch up, and you're introducing the conversation in that way. John, how's life? How's life, John? How's life? Hopefully that helps you. That was a lot of ways to greet, to say hello essentially to other people. I hope that you got something from this video and that now you have some more tools to speak to people, to greet people, to start conversations. Hopefully you have a great day today. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of today.